the lead. We're live from Capitol Hill. I'm Jake Tapper. Behind me, the U.S. Capitol, the scene of a dark day in American history, the deadly insurrection exactly 1 year ago today. 5 people lost their lives on January 6, 2021, during or immediately after the riot. And the very democracy of the United States was attacked and shaken. Today, President Joe Biden addressed the nation from Statuary Hall inside the U.S. Capitol and placed the blame for the horrible attack squarely on the shoulders of former President Trump.
For the first time in our history, a president had not just lost an election, he tried to prevent the peaceful transfer of power as a violent mob reached the Capitol. The former President of the United States of America has created and spread a web of lies about the 2020 election. He's done so because he values power over principle, because he sees his own interest as more important than his country's interest, than America's interest, and because his bruised ego matters more to him than our democracy or our Constitution.
On that dark day, a mob of angry Trump supporters stormed the U.S. Capitol. It was 2 months after Trump had lost the election. Trump spent weeks, months, refusing to accept the results, challenging them in every way he could, in court, on air, on social media, through intimidation of public officials, in private and publicly. Trump told his supporters, come to D.C. on the day the electoral votes would be officially counted in Congress, January 6th. Trump said it would be, quote, wild. And that morning, Trump fed his supporters even more lies and called on the crowd to stop democracy in action.
You'll never take back our country with weakness. You have to show strength and you have to be strong. We fight like hell. And if you don't fight like hell, you're not going to have a country anymore. And after this, we're going to walk down, and I'll be there with you. We're going to walk down to the Capitol.
Now remember, even top Trump allies admitted in those hours after the attack that there was ultimately one person responsible for the insurrection.
The president bears responsibility for Wednesday's attack on Congress by mob rioters. He should have immediately denounced the mob when he saw what was unfolding.
But shortly thereafter, House Republican leader Kevin McCarthy and many other Republicans changed their tune. They followed Trump's lead as he continued and continues to this day to push the big lie that the election was stolen. It's a dangerous and false and deadly claim with very real life or death consequences. Among those lost that day, U.S. Capitol Police Officer Brian Sicknick. His mother talked to us last May about her son's legacy.